I'm having a chill out day today, so instead of doing the work I should be doing, I'm going to be doing something a bit more restful. I'm actually going to be doing some flower painting. So it's not something I would normally say, but we've currently got lots of Crocosmia growing in the garden, so I'm going to see if I can replicate that somehow with just watercolour paint. They have these sort of crooked stems and then eventually go into a kind of one long stem like that. And at the top, at where the crooked bits are, that's where the buds haven't opened yet. But down further, that's where the buds have opened, or they've flowered and you've just got that little nodule left. So I'm going to wait for that to dry, and then I'm going to mix up some orange and yellow colours. So right at the top, I'm just going to do just some very small marks. They're kind of rounded at the top part, and then they have another little bit of green down where it meets the stalk, like this. And I'm going to swap to a bigger brush, and I don't normally use these. Flat brushes, but I think it might work quite well for this. Let's try one on this side. And I'm going to drop a cheeky bit of yellow in as well to give it some just some sort of colour depth. And then that yellow. I really like putting colour into other colour because it has its own life. It does something you don't have any control over it, so it's just kind of does what it needs to do, really. I think I'm just going to get a little bit more of that cadmium yellow, because just straight out of the pan. I love that colour combination of the vermilion and the cadmium together. I think it looks beautiful. Okay, so we've got I think I'm going to put one sort of slightly wilted one. They kind of go a bit floppy, like that. Back up to the top again, and I'm just going to put the little sort of leafy bits that hide the flower before it emerges. And also this stem should be quite a bit darker green, I think. So we'll use the light underneath that will just show which way the light is flowing, I suppose. Some of this is still a bit damp. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to leave it for a couple more minutes. Now that everything is properly dried, I can do those little squiggly bits. And then I'm going to put some light and shade to this as well. Okay, let's just run that down a little bit lower as well. And then I think what I'm going to do actually is go back in with that vermilion with a little bit of cadmium and just give it a little bit more definition around, particularly around those where the flower comes out of that nodule, but very carefully, not go near the green, sorry. Hello, colour. Are you in? And then the other thing, as you know, if you see me do anything like this, any kind of vignette type thing, is we do not want it floating in space. So I'm just going to very lightly, with my very flat brush, I'm going to give it some friends. And then again, just some, let's just get rid of a bit of that colour. Just so that it's got a hint of something else going on in the background that we're not quite focused on. I'm going to swap brushes to a still flat but slightly smaller brush. And then I might just drop a little bit more colour into a few of them in strategic places. There we go. And there you have a Crocosmia flower, of which I have lots in my garden at the moment. Another little project that I'm doing, a personal project, is I'm doing some cloth dyeing, and I think I'm going to collect these flowers and then dry them and then use them in a dyeing process. So yeah, I might see how that goes and put a little message on YouTube so that you can see how it turned out. Okay, that's it from me this week. Next week I will be back here doing some more to my picture book, Emily Angel. I hope you enjoyed this little foray into something completely different for me, but it's been really chilled doing this, and I like kind of doing art that's seasonal as well. So anyway, I will see you next week. Nanu nanu. Hello Space Cats. I've been an illustrator all my life. Well, perhaps not my whole life. And I'm here to show you how I do things, because sharing the love is how we learn, right? I live on a small island off the coast of England, which some think is stuck in the 1950s, but that suits me just fine. I spend my days painting, drinking proper tea, and booping my best buddy. I've been making picture books since 2012 and now have 15 or so published, and I illustrate all things woodland animal, sea creatures and fairy lore. I have playlists on how to make picture books and illustrator tutorials. So if quirky and whimsical and playful describes you, then grab a piece of paper and your weapon of choice and let's get creative.